Ishubonin Guru in the house, back with another bang on video, ladies and gentlemen. We can buy Buendia, we can buy Dhaka, we can literally buy anyone that we want. You guys will have a wonderful blast when this video ends because, yes, this video is full of positivity for all the Arsenal fans. 3 back-to-back victories, and now we're going to talk about something really huge. And one of the news is that Arsenal are going to get a big cash injection. Yes, £120 million cash injection, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for it as you can get all the news and views of whatever I'm going to tell you about it. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, let us jump into the news as we jump into a flippin' swimming pool. Arteta has opened up about Balogun's contract. Who missed my live, have not seen my last episode. Well, let us remind you guys that Arteta, in the press conference in the pre-match FA Cup Newcastle game, he said, well, you need 3 parties to make a deal for sure. The club wants to make a deal, and the manager wants to make the deal. The player wants to stay. I'm not sure about the agent. So it's all about the agent, ladies and gentlemen. Arteta throws agent in the mud, and yes, he's already been quite significantly clear that Balogun stays in Mikel Arteta's ideas. Now, why do we talk about Florian Balogun a lot? Because this is not just single thing that Mikel Arteta has already come up with. So there are updates about why he's not signing a new deal. So here's one of them. Fabrizio Romano tweets out that Balogun always been open to stay at Arsenal, but he needs to play. This is the priority for Florian and his agents. If he plays more, he will be considering a new contract. If not, Balogun will decide among 15 clubs that approached him as free agent. Nothing done or signed yet. Also, Arteta opened up more about Balogun. He said, I'm telling you that we are doing everything we can to keep him here, and hopefully from the other party, they are doing the same. They're defending the same interests, and which is the player's interest, which is to stay at the club and be successful with us. Well, Arteta was asked in the press conference if there is room for Balogun to come through at Arsenal in terms of all the attacking players at the club. He said, yes, there is. He is fit and available. Again, his progression and the use of the time that he's had with us has been incredible. He will keep having chances while he's with us. So Florian Balogun is definitely going to get more chances. Arteta is reassuring also. But there's something which is not positive. David Onstein tweets out, Florian Balogun close to signing pre-contract agreement with a foreign club. Arsenal want him to stay, but no real progress in deal talks and little game time. No problem with his reps in past, including Iwobi, Nelson, Saka. So yes, that is the fact. And however, let's see how things will turn out. We're going to talk about Arsenal's latest signing, Omar Rekik. Arsenal have signed 19-year-old defender Omar Rekik from Bundesliga side Hertha Berlin. He will join up with Arsenal under-23s. Yes, he is. First of all, welcome to Arsenal, Omar, bro. Well, he could make his debut for the under-23s against Southampton on January 17th. Well, yes, we have another defender, ladies and gentlemen, coming through our ranks. But also, Arteta was asked about Omar Rekik because according to the build before this official announcement from Arsenal, so Omar Rekik follows the call from Arsenal's academy manager Pierre Mertesacker to join the club from Hertha Berlin, with the 19-year-old defender having signed a 4-year contract after both clubs agreed a fee worth 600k euros. So yes, Omar Rekik was also in the mix. And also, I think Arteta was asked about Omar Rekik. Yes, he said, we will announce it when we can. He's a young talent that we have been following for a while that has a really bright future. On when the announcement could come, he said, I don't know, very soon. So yes, here is the official announcement. Omar Rekik to Arsenal is a done deal. And talking about Ozil's speculation, Arteta had to say this. He said, if something was sorted this month, it's because it is good for both parties. It is good for Mesut and his future, and it's good for the club. If that's the case, we will move forward. If it's not the case, the player will stay here. Now, with that put aside, let's talk about Emiliano Buendia. Matt Law tweets out, Arsenal faced disappointment over Buendia in January, with Norwich determined not to sell him this month. Yes, the Telegraph say that Arsenal are likely to have to shelve their interest in Buendia, with Norwich adamant they will not sell their star player this month. Norwich are not interested in discussing any bid, straight cash or a cash plus player deal for Buendia straight away. If you want Buendia, pay up front, or offer us a different player in a swap deal, or pay up the cash and you can have your man. Simple as that. No changing that at all. So this is really difficult, when things like this happen. So let's see how things will move on from here on. Talking about other stuffs, let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. But first, let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. Gabriel Magalhaes is back. He tweets out in a tweet, "I am back." He's back. I think he's negative, and I think so. He's definitely going to give a lot of headaches for Mikel Arteta's selection. But moving on, Aston Villa can confirm that the club has closed its Bodymoor Heath training ground after a significant coronavirus outbreak. So yes, a lot of clubs, a lot of patients must be infected there. That is sad. But moving on, Arsenal have taken out a £120 million Bank of England loan to ease COVID-19 cash flow concerns. Now, Gary Jacob confirms this. It's coming from Indicaela, but Gary Jacob confirms it via Time Sport that Arsenal have borrowed 120 million from the government via a scheme set up to support significant businesses facing cash flow problems during the coronavirus crisis. Tottenham Hotspur were the first club to use the COVID corporate financing facility. Other companies include EasyJet, British Airways, Boots, John Lewis and Burberry. So lots of clubs, yes. And so it's due to in May, which is when Arsenal will get the money from Premier League, UEFA payment and Adidas monies. So plus May we would see £80 million renewals if we get some normality back next season. So that could be the reasons why Arsenal have taken the loan deal, because yes, part of which Arsenal can recover. Let's see how things will turn out. For now, Arsenal are taking the loan. Also, this could be utilized for some huge, I mean, we could definitely finance some good amount of players, man. But also we're going to talk about Mesut Ozil, because Fenerbahce remain locked in talks with Mesut Ozil over a move from Arsenal, but need to sort the finances on the deal first. The club plans to first terminate the contracts of Sousa and Perotti, which could cover 7.5 million euros of Ozil's contract. So they are willing to sell players to get Mesut into their wage bill. That itself is really huge. But let's move on from this one. The Dortmund sporting director Michael Zorc has spoken about Julian Brandt. He says, "There's not even the slightest bit of anything on the table for us to think about. Nothing dramatic is currently planned by us. There is currently no interest. I don't want to dwell on other media rumors. A name is permanently mentioned for which it doesn't matter at all for us that it should come to an end. Basically, we deal with each situation individually, also against the economic background, but there's not even a hint of anything." So literally, there's no fuel that has led to the fire of Julian Brandt to Arsenal. That has been confirmed by Michael Zorc. Let's see where this will lead us to, because even Bild confirmed that Borussia Dortmund are willing to send Julian Brandt out on loan if a lucrative offer confirms. Already I made a video about it. If you have not, check it out. The episode is just before this one. So Ben Dinnery tweets out, "Newcastle confirms their skipper Jamal Lascelles is back in full training. Ryan Fraser, who had a hamstring problem, was also pictured working outside ahead of FA Cup third round trip to Arsenal. Carroll, Dubravka and Gale will all be pushing for a start at the Emirates." So it looks like Newcastle definitely full strength when they meet Arsenal on Saturday. But talking about different stuff, according to Corriere dello Sport, Genoa are waiting for an answer from Socrates, with the Italian club willing to give him the captain's armband if he joins. So that is really crazy. Now, here's the next thing. Well, Wilfred Zaha comes out at the Greatest Game pod. He comes out and he says, "I had a conversation with Unai Emery. He was like, yeah, we'd love to have you." And I was just like, yeah, I'd love to come. Obviously, it was up to the club who they choose, and they chose Pepe over me. Emery was just like, we don't really need to go through much. He said he'd seen me play. He knows I can change games at any time and stuff like that. The conversation was rather straightforward. He saw what I could do, saw my work rate and what I could add to the team. Ladies and gentlemen, we had it. We had, oh my God. Oh my God. We had the chance. Emery had spoken to Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred Zaha confirms it and we got Nicolas Pepe. Oh my God. It's such a bad news that Unai Emery was, oh my God, he was not backed properly, man. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. I think this should definitely help us understand that Unai Emery was not, he was a fighter, not a victim. He wasn't. Well, on this note, I would like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you seek daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. And of course, we do live every day, 5:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, within which we're going to end this episode. And please help us reach 15,000 subscribers. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Tomorrow, we're going to be having a FIFA content. You guys will definitely enjoy that. Well, for the entertainment, IG is always there. Cheers.